has always tried to, some men, oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Some men, they feel some type of way about women being able to have 2 children. And if there were a time where men thought women were gods because they did not see that they participated in childbirth.
Mm-hmm.
But once, we talking about years and years and years ago, but once men realized that they contributed, it's like, who's the daddy? Because all the children was followed the mother's lineage. And it's like, who the daddy? And then, we talking about years and years of history. So men didn't know, they didn't see really how they participated until, some science and time and, coincidences. And we come up with, men and women know that they participate together. But I'm talking about women's, control over themselves. I'm not talking about men wanting to control childbirth.
Mm-hmm.
And men have rights. Men have rights, obviously, but it's the woman's body. So, I'm talking about women, paying more attention and making better choices for themselves.
Now, when you say men have rights, what do you mean men have rights?
I mean, if a woman gets pregnant, whether she gets an abortion or not, or, that's debatable. Men, might want the child, or even if a woman just decides to have a child, sometimes men don't want the children. I can't, that's above my pay grade. But they do have a right. That's deep. That's kind of, that's real deep.
Tabby, hold on. Listen. The whole female thing, women, it's all y'all. Y'all calling the shots on that. And believe me, I know, because you can look at the courts, you know what I mean? And until now, with the home DNA test more and shows like that, paternity court, it used to be all she had to say was you was the daddy.
Yep.
And you going to be hemmed up in the court for 18 years without a DNA test and proof of blood test, whatever you want to call it. DNA.com or DNA home test, and just because her telling the judge that you was the daddy without any kind of proof, if you couldn't afford to give it.
Yeah, I gave birth to boys and girls, so I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not even gonna speak on that. That's not my. I'm not. That's a topic. Like I said, that's above my. I'm not. That's just too heavy. I'm not. I'm just saying. Women right now, they just need to pay more attention to their bodies and control themselves and control their bodies and you know what I mean, control, who they have, how,
you're right.
their activities, and make sure that they protect themselves and make a decision whether to have a baby. Don't let it be, oops, I don't believe in abortions.
Right.
I'm gonna have this baby.
Right.
That's all I'm there. I know all that. Like I said, men I love, and women, and like I said, I've had boys and girls, and I've had I don't think it's a lot of games. It's unfortunate. It's painful. Some of the things that men have to go through, as well as women. You know what I mean? That's personal. But yeah, you should be careful about who you have that drunken love with, who you get high, get drunk with, or blame it on the alcohol. And then you having fun and being recreational, and then you got some drama for the rest of your life.
That's true. That's true. And that's one of the things. That's one of the things I'm talking about too, is the music, where it is, where it's been. But at the same time, you're absolutely right. That's one of the main things I want to hit home about.
Some of these, no wonder this generation is so angry. I mean, most of the music is about sex. You're gonna think I invented it, moaning and groaning, and it's just about. There's no other topics that I look turn around. It's about how powerful somebody's sex is, or how gushy somebody's body is. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And that's what people dance to. That's what this generation, marinates on. That's how they see their lives. It's how big their booties are, and how snatched they are, and how much somebody wants to have sex with them, or
that's true.
How banging she is, and how much I want to get that, and what I do when I get it. And they're trying to make it visual, and that's just all we as a people seem to have.
That's true. That is absolutely
it's irritating.
True. That is absolutely true. That's absolutely true.
It's irritation. It's irritating.
Nowadays, it's not about. The storyline is not about anything else. The romance.
No, we can't go buy ice cream. We can't date. We can't, go out to, she can't be an artist. He can't be ambitious. We can't, like to see, trees grow, or the ocean, the blue sky. We can't do nothing but
That ain't got nothing to do with nothing nowadays.
Nothing. We can't, we can't have the same goals. We can't, be soulmates. We can't do nothing. All we can do is the, coochie coochie coo. That's all we can do.
Yeah, ain't no holding hands and kicking cans them days.
Ain't no loving our family or both cherishing our elders or, trying to change the world or, make it a better place, so. Yeah,
them days is gone.
They are. I mean, no, they can. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. You mad about stuff. What you gonna do? That's what I'm saying. You can't change. A lot of the stuff is not your fight. But while you're here, you can do something and change the complexity. I mean, you can start somewhere, and you can do something positive. But you're not gonna, the fight between good and evil. Between the fight between God and the devil, that's going to see itself out. But Jason, to that you can do something. I mean, you hear what idle time, it said idle mind is the devil's workshop. I mean, you can find something to do, but you can't change. Some things you're not going to change. I mean, you can make a little strides one by, but you're not going to. I mean, hopefully people get epiphany and they can change. They'll change their beliefs. That's the snap of the fingers. They can get it. They can automatically get it and change. But I mean, there is a lady on the street that I passed by. She got on her building, fuck Biden, Trump the president. I mean, this is on her house. I'm gonna take a picture and send it to you.
Stop.
And I'm saying, when is she gonna change this? I mean, we done got the war. It's been there for a while. Since the election. And I'm wondering, when is she going to change? Is she going to change? Is she going to take that shit down?
No.
Because, with the war, I mean, why would you want to follow somebody that supports somebody that's just destroying people like they're doing over there in Ukraine? Why would you want to, but then you say people's heart hard that they still support that, that lie. I mean, it's even more evidence it was a lie. More people are coming out and saying it's a lie. Right. And you still holding on to that. Is that much pride? But so people,
Tammy, you a college educated person. And I know that the whole lies that have gone on for decades and centuries. Your John Burke societies, your Mitch McConnells, your Strom Thurmans, your George Wallaces, your David Dukes.
Right.
That's been around for decades. And what's happened is, people don't understand the whole thing with those kind of mentalities. The big lie that's always been. Yeah. If you read Mein Kampf, his playbook is directly from that. He admitted that too. And it's the same thing. When you look at Putin going down the same road as that. And, the question is a couple things, especially with the Roe versus Wade thing. It's dangerous for a woman not to be on top of what's going on with her body because if a fetus dies, according to them, if a woman has a fetus in her and the fetus has died, they don't even care about that to remove the dead fetus. Now, that's bad, Tim.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But, my point is people are not going to change. I mean, you watch to see if people are going to change. But, you can make a change. But people don't necessarily have to change. But you just have to find something to do that makes a difference. The bigger picture, that's between God. God got to do that. Mm-hmm. God's got to do that. But you can do something, you can start somewhere, by, changing the music or, trying to, change your habit or, do something like that.
Well, I'm going to say this, I'm going to go. And I know we've been talking for a while and I appreciate your time. The thing is this, that's why the work that you're doing, the books that you've written, the plays that you've done, the series that you've done, it's important that we continue as artists to show the visual and have the conversation going in the community because we have to keep the internal conversations going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same thing Harriet Tubman had to do.
I'm right here. Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing Harriet Tubman had to do.
Yeah. She see, that's my point. She helped free a lot of slaves, but if you didn't go, she shoot your ass.
Yeah.
Shit. She said if you didn't want to go, bam. But she saved she saved thousands, she saved a lot of people, but she wasn't playing.
Well, listen, you got to watch this. I'm gonna leave on that note, and I'm glad you mentioned that because you got to watch the series You got to watch the series Underground Railroad that's featuring her. You got to watch that series.
I will absolutely do that.
It's on Prime Video. You got to watch it. It's gonna be tough for you to watch it though. You need to watch it.
I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl.
Yeah, it's on Prime. It's on Prime Video.
I'm not brand new. Yeah. All right, I'll do that. We'll talk again real soon.
You think a Mandingo got you? When you watch that, you're gonna be like, whoa.
Oh, no. Yeah. You reminded me something of Mandingo, but we'll talk again. When you said that, I thought about those midwives, and I said, wonder if they had to save that baby. That would be a whole nother story. But yeah, we'll speak again.
All right.
I enjoyed you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate you. All right now.
Okay. Bye-bye.